Okay, so we've just had our generator stop, and we're here at Kringle, so we understand that the weed can accumulate in the sea strainer. So I've just come down into the engine room to check it. So first thing we've got to do is turn the generator off, if it's not already off, of course. Turn off the seacock for the genset via the lever at the bottom of the seacock, just like that. Next thing we're going to do is take the top of the sea strainer off by undoing the nuts. We will lose a little bit of water, of course, but if the seacock is off, it won't flood the boat. So this sea strainer here has got this arrangement. There is different types of sea strainers, including types that have a window in the top so you can see the weed, evidently. So I'm just going to take off the lid now, and this is where we'll probably expose our issue of seaweed. And there we have it. The sea strainer, even right to the top there, is completely chock-a-block full of seaweed that gets through the smaller holes and slits in the filter. So just carefully removing the O-ring first so we don't lose it. Put that in the bucket anyway, we won't throw that overboard. And out comes the sea strainer, showing again the amount of weed that gets caught in there, which reduces the water flow and in turn turns the generator off so it doesn't overheat. So we'll just go ahead and clean that out. I might release a little bit more water here to get any other residual weed out of the sea strainer. Put it all back together. Remember to turn the seacock back on and restart the generator. So there you go. So I'm just going to clean that weed out now. I'm going to do it inside the engine room because we've got a freshwater tap inside the engine room, and I'm just using a bucket so it doesn't make a big mess. Remove the majority by hand like that. Same as if you were doing it at home for your pool filter, if you don't have a pool guy. Just a bit of water, spray it through, back down there, upside down, and that's all we need really. Now nice and clean. This filter here can go in either way, but some filters need to go in a particular way and have a little slot in them. The other thing I like to do is just to make sure the O-ring itself is nice and clean, because even a little bit of growth can build up on the O-ring and therefore make it a little bit difficult to seal. Same with the top cap, a little bit of weed on there, get rid of that. Check the sealing surface, again just running my finger around there, because that's where the seal will be going down onto that area there. So we're all clean and ready to go back together. Okay, we've cleaned, as you know, we've cleaned the filter and the O-ring and the top cap, and we're ready to go back together. This filter back in the hole like such, O-ring on top, top cap, swing all the wing nuts back over, tighten them up one at a time in a circular or opposite pattern without being too fussy with it. And the tension on these nuts would be as you feel. Okay, so we've completed putting the lid back on, all good. Now it's time to turn the tap back on for the seacock. Just visually check it for 20 or 30 seconds to make sure there's no water dribbling out the side. Make sure double check your lid to make sure it's all nice and firm. And then we're ready to start the generator again. generator's running, the orange lights stop flashing, and we've got a green light. In a second we'll hear the load that'll take back up, because we do have some accessories on like air conditioning and so forth as well.